Close your eyes and imagine that you're at the LA International Airport waiting for flight 831 on United Airlines. You want to go from LA to San Francisco, and you hear this announcement over the PA system. Passengers on flight 831 United, this is Captain Denny Flanagan speaking. I want to let you know that our board says you'll take off at 8:30, but in my judgment it'll be about 9:15. The plane will be taken hasn't arrived yet, and it will arrive in about 15 minutes. It'll be another 30 minutes from then. So I think 9:15 is a better estimated time for your departure. I'll be in the gate area and keep you updated. These are the things Captain Denny Flanagan of United Airlines does for his passengers. He mingles with them before the flight in the gate area, and then he does several other things that put his personal signature on his flights. Let me share a couple of them with you. Denny will walk down the aisle chatting with passengers during the flight and hands out cards with interesting information about the aircraft to his passengers. He signs a couple of them, and then at the end of the flight, if there's wine left over from first class, he awards the customers who have the signed cards with a bottle of wine. He also collects customer feedback on napkins. He offers 10% off to every customer who turns in a suggestion to him or to United on a napkin. And then he does one other thing that really sets him apart. He shares that customer feedback with the flight crews and with the airport staff so they can improve their operations. When small children are on Denny's aircraft, he will often call them on his cell phone prior to landing to let them know that the landing is imminent and their children are safe. And one time, for an extended delay, Captain Flanagan bought 200 hamburgers from a local McDonald's and had them delivered to his aircraft and fed his hungry passengers. He was asked one day why he does this, why he goes out of his way for his passengers. And here's what Captain Flanagan had to say. My passengers deserve a good experience. I want to treat them like it was their very first flight. Captain Flanagan does exactly that. Can you imagine the positive word-of-mouth advertising that he earns for himself and for United because of how he treats his passengers? He does that by putting his personal signature on every one of his flights. The things he does distinguish and differentiate his flights from every other on United and every other on most other airlines. Your employees can do the same thing as Captain Flanagan does by putting their personal signatures on their jobs every day for every single